What's up guys, Valence Ring here, and I am very excited to bring you a video that I've been waiting to do for quite some time, and that is winning on Ultimate Challenge level 235. Absolutely a difficult level, and I've been on it, stuck on it for months, like probably many people have. If you're not there yet, don't worry, it takes time and it is difficult. But once you do get there, then you'll definitely want to save this video, hit the like button and that'll save it for you, and of course come back to it when you're there, because this is some very important strategies. Not only am I going to cover how to beat Ultimate Challenge 235, I'm actually going to talk about one topic that I've been meaning to touch base on, and this goes a little bit deeper into how heroes work together. There are some very important tips in this video, and I'm going to do a mashup because I actually shot the one video separately, the win, and then I'm shooting this video explaining the win, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But definitely pay attention, because there are some big tips in here that you need to know for how to use your heroes, and some tricks that you need to know for what happens in match 3 gameplay. So as you can see here, this is level 235. Let's go to the clear stage lineup. You will notice in here the clear stage lineup, I used Obsidian, Ulrik, Nam Hayul, which is the new 5-star green hero that I was waiting on, hoping that they would release one for this particular level. Then I used Hartwell, which is a healer, and Mars. Now you will see that all of my 5 stars, except for Nam Hayul, who was just released recently, are all red star and up, and I have both Obsidian and Ulrik at +6. Now I want to talk a little bit about that lineup. First of all, really quick, how it's set up, how it's set up in here is not how I had it set up in my actual lineup, and that's important to understand. Alright, so really quick, I'm going to jump over here into the arena because I want to show you the lineup. Now, I'm not actually going to challenge these people. This is just an example lineup. Since I'm past that board, I actually can't show you, but I want to show you the order that I have my heroes set up for Ultimate Challenge 235, and it does make a difference how you have them set up. So first things first, I want to make sure Hartwell is off to the side here, and Nam is off to the side. The key point here is that Mars needs to be in the middle, and the reason for that is because Mars, one of his skills, if you look at it here, okay, increases the casters and adjacent allies heal rate, and increases the casters and adjacent allies attack by 35% for 5 rounds. So this is very important because adjacent means right next to it. So if you were to put Mars, like let's say over where Nam was, Nam Hayul, then you're not going to get the same effect. Okay, so now the only hero adjacent to Mars is Nam Hayul. So the only heal that is going to get benefited is Nam, and the only attack is going to be for Mars and Nam. So this is actually not fully utilizing Mars's skill set correctly. So you definitely want him in the middle. Now it's also important to note that, for instance, Obsidian has a heal for the first 6 rounds. So if you are able to get Mars off before that first 6 rounds, that heal is going to be boosted. For 6 rounds after the start of battle, restores 5% hit points per round for all Brave style allies. So this actually means that he's going to boost it for all the green heroes, which are the Brave. So yes, so you can see here where it's called Brave. I don't like that they call it that, whatever. Brave, Calm, Rash, Avid, Wary. Those are the 5 types. Brave are green heroes, just for the record. So let's go back in here. Hero Duel Survival Challenge. We're just doing a test lineup. So we want to make sure that Nam is in a corner. Then we want to make sure that Obsidian is next to Mars, and Ulrik, because he has good attack, so I want to boost his attack because he already has a good attack. So when you boost a higher attack by a percentage, you're getting a higher value. So don't think put it next to your weakest hero because you're going to boost their attack. Put it next to your strongest hero. So since Ulrik has some of the strongest attack, I want it next to him. So Mars goes in the middle, Obsidian and Ulrik right next to them, and then it doesn't matter so much, Nam Hayul and Hartwell on one or the other corners. Now, this is the order you want them, and it is important to make sure that you order them correctly for those boosts. Now, that being said, here is the important distinction. When you're doing this battle, I want to explain this so that you understand. When you're doing this battle and you're fighting Ulrik, let me actually go back into that screen so you can see. So we're here. Now, as you can see, the two main enemy heroes that you have to face are Mars and Ulrik. Now, Ulrik, if you know, boosts defense and lowers defense. So he boosts defense for your team, lowers the defense for the opposing team, the enemies. So when you see him against your lineup, that means he's going to lower your defense. There is a critical aspect of match 3 gameplay that I don't even think I've explained yet. And it's not something that I realized was super critical until level 235 in Ultimate Challenge. So what that is let's say I have Ulrik and the opposing team has Ulrik, which is exactly the situation in this case. If you use your Ulrik, his rage skill, and you boost your defense, and then the enemy's Ulrik uses his rage skill and it lowers your defense, it doesn't negate each other. The second one cancels the first one and replaces it. So to be clear, instead of balancing the numbers, like let's say it's a 60% boost, if you boost yours 60 and he lowers it 60, well, you think you'd be back at 0, but that's not the case. You're at negative 60. So it doesn't just balance it, it negates it and replaces it. So anytime you have a skill, and this qualifies for your own heroes as well. So let's say you're using Fox and Ulrik together. If you use Fox to boost your defense and then you use Ulrik to boost your defense, you don't get both combined. The second hero replaces the first one with their own skill. So in this battle, the critical factor, you can see if you look at the clear stage lineup that, you know, the first to clear it was Darth Virus, and that's impressive because they didn't even have any +8 heroes. He did have a couple +7s, but that's using 2 4-star heroes. I'm sure he used this tactic whether he was aware of it or not, but shout out to him for being the first to clear it. If Ulrik is going to use his skill, you want to use yours directly after it. Now, Mars reduces rage. So what you want to do is you want to target their Mars with your Mars so that you can hit the Mars, and then you wait for Ulrik to use, the enemy's Ulrik to use his skill, and then right after that, that's when you use your Ulrik. Because what that does is it completely replaces the defense down and replaces it with the defense up. This is absolutely huge and critical for this level. So I will show you the gameplay for that, but I really wanted to point that out outside of the gameplay so that you truly understand how important that is. And you will see me use these heroes in a variety of order. The one thing I do also want to mention is that Nam Hayul's skill has a stun effect, and that's really, really helpful to stun either Mars or Ulrik, especially Mars. But a stun effect does not block a hero from gaining rage. It only blocks a hero from using their rage for 2 rounds. What does this mean and why is it important? It's important because they can still gain rage. So if their rage is 0, you don't want to stun them, because it might take them 2 rounds to even fill their rage, so there's no reason to stun them. Now, there is some cases where obviously you still want to stun them so that they can't do anything, but for the most part, you want to save Nam Hayul until Mars or Ulrik's skill is about to go off, and then use her. You get 2 extra rounds to try to prevent damage or to lower their rage or do whatever is necessary. Improve your defense. So those are the keys. The 2 key points is using Nam Hayul's skill at the right time and making sure you save Ulrik's skill until after the other Ulrik has used theirs. Now, that being said, let's get into the gameplay. I don't think I'm going to do a voiceover on it, but you'll watch and see those tactics and how I use them. I will admit there were some good tile runs, but part of doing well in these events is multiple tries and paying attention to how you work your tiles to set yourself up for good cascades and really use the board to your advantage when at all possible. Yes, there's a little bit of luck involved, but if you do everything correctly, that's how you win. Alright guys, definitely give the video a like if it helped you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want to keep seeing content like this. And as always guys, thanks so much for watching. Let's get into the gameplay footage.